Hi there. Today we were talking in a group about grounding and about ways to bring yourself back into the present moment and to be able to focus so that you can think. We were talking, I don't know if you've seen the hand model of the brain, really very simple little model, where if this is the survival part of our brain and this is the thinking part of our brain, when we're triggered, when something happens, when we have a trauma response, we flip our lid, basically, and we're using the survival part of our brain. So we're going into survival mode, we're going into fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. And in that state, we can't think logically. We don't have access to the logical thinking part of our brain. So when we're talking about grounding, we're talking about bringing ourselves back down to a state of equilibrium, calm. We are wanting to have access to this thinking part of the brain that leaves when we're in a trauma state, when we're in a triggered state, when we're anxious, maybe we're very angry, some kind of intense emotion. So I'm going to show you a little technique today, something very different, very quick. I mean, we're talking 30 seconds. This is your emergency toolbox, basically. So if you've seen these, if you've got one of these gel packs for putting in the freezer, you grab one of these. You can do it in other ways, but this is a very, very quick, accessible way because if you've just got one of these in the freezer, so something's happened, you're really, really struggling, you're really upset, you're in a heightened, stressed state. This is what you do. Don't do this if you have anorexia, by the way. That's a contraindication um, because of impacts on the heart. So if you have anorexia, don't do it. If you have any heart complaints, heart issues, heart problems, clear this with your doctor before doing it. And this is all you do. It's called the dive reflex. You may have heard about it. Um, the area that we are targeting is just underneath the eye, just on the top of the cheekbone, just there. What we're going to do is you are going to put this on your face, but as I said, you're targeting this area here. You take a deep breath, put this on your face, hold your breath, and lean forward. Okay? And I doubt if you'll be able to hold it for 30 seconds. Um, when you're leaning over it, you may, after a few seconds, take it away from your face, but stay leaning over and hold your breath for up to 30 seconds. All right, so let's have a go. You ready? It's going to be cold. We're going for here. I have no idea how long that was. You certainly get cold cheeks. I would imagine it'll be very good for, dark circles under your eyes, getting rid of them. Certainly feel refreshed. Um, as I wasn't in a heightened state, I can't comment on how I feel in relation to when I started. But I do feel clear headed and I do feel awake and invigorated. So the idea is it's just like diving into a swimming pool or diving into a wave in the ocean. You get that phew, sort of wide awake feeling, but it will instantly change your situation. So if you're really heightened, you're really struggling, you're really whoa, can't think, you're chaotic, you can't make decisions, you grab your ice pack, you take a deep breath, and lean forward and then you're holding your breath and you're holding the ice pack against, you want it to be targeting underneath the eye on the cheekbone there. It does get very cold. As I said, you can lift it away, but try leaning, stay leaning over and continue to hold your breath for as long as you can. Well, around about 30 seconds is what you're aiming for. Give it a go. Don't do it if you've got heart problems. Don't do it if you've got anorexia. Otherwise, give it a go. See how you feel. Should bring that thinking brain back online really, really fast. Bit of an emergency toolbox there. Cheers.